Tell us about Everingham Park. What was it like?
You go for it. What do you think it's like?
Fantastic! Yeah, amazing venue. It's
Brilliant.
quite unique. It's got a bit of everything all in one place. So it's got
Mm.
a wedding barn. It's got the stately home, but then it's also got this mad Roman Catholic chapel, which know you fell in love with, Steve, and it was fantastic. Yeah.
I was utterly fascinated by the history of the chapel. Is that what is the kind of quirkiness what drew you to it?
Yeah, definitely. And I'd had a childhood wish of getting married in York Minster,
Oh, really?
which I wasn't christened there. I'm not particularly religious either, so that wasn't going to come true.
Right.
So when we started to look at venues, I'd kind of had this little itch in the back of my mind, thinking I did kind of envisage a religious venue, but I'm not religious and I don't want a religious ceremony. And we viewed quite a few venues, didn't we? And then we went there and it looks nothing from the outside. And we walked in and I thought, oh, this is
blows you
it.
away.
It's like the domed ceilings and yeah.
And it's a deconsecrated Roman Catholic church, isn't it? And it is beautiful. It's on the estate, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all on the ground, and it won't be for every. And I don't think, because we did view a lot of venues. It probably won't be for everyone, but it depends what people are looking for, I guess, because a lot of wedding venues do a lot of weddings. I know that sounds obvious, but like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, whatever, they're churning weddings out, whereas the venue we chose is quite unique, or a bit different in that she doesn't have weddings every single weekend. So we had a bit more, it was just a bit more unique and a bit more us, I guess, wasn't it?
Yeah, and relaxed.
Yeah.
The whole thing was really relaxed.
Yeah, you are the first couple that I've ever met and ever done a wedding for where you had 2 ceremonies. Tell us about 2 ceremonies.
So it did cause us a few timing issues, but I think it was more from me and you agreed. We were legally married on the same day. So we legally married at 1 o'clock and then had our celebrant ceremony at 2:30. And I actually had 4 dresses, but I only did end up wearing 2 of them.
Wow, okay.
So I did get completely changed after that legal ceremony, but we had photos in between and whatnot. Yeah. So because of the venue, we were able to have the legal ceremony inside the house, intimate, really close family, quite a quick service as well, because we didn't want that to take all the time. We knew the other ceremony was like the big celebration for us that we'd really personalized, but it meant that we were then legally married. We'd seen each other as well, which I think was nice. Got rid of those nerves, and then had a few photos and whatnot, and kind of reset, and all the majority of our guests started to arrive. But again, because of the venue, we were able to keep apart, even though it was really close together.
Yeah.
And then sort of start all over again and have the celebrant ceremony.
Yes.
So when somebody comes up to you and says, "How was your wedding?" and they bring up the sort of day for you, what's the first memory that pops into your mind of the day?
I think in the legal ceremony, we had some dogs barged into the room.
That
weren't yours. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got 3 dogs, and they were there on the premises, but then 2 other dogs decided to kind of barge in at a really good time, actually. So that was a bit of a surprise.
On the day, what went the way that you 100% planned it, and what didn't quite go as you planned?
Timings went a bit awry. After the celebrant ceremony, we always knew we were going to be squeezed because we'd squashed in these 2 ceremonies, and then we wanted to feed people, and then we were having more food later on, so we needed to build it in. But our celebrant ceremony, it didn't overrun. It went to the normal amount of time. We spent quite a bit of time getting people a very short distance to go and have their reception drink.
Yeah.
And then it all started to have a knock-on effect. So reception drinks were maybe about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
When I think ordinarily we would have had maybe an hour, and we'd have had more photos and people could have all had a little bit of a relax. But that it didn't quite go as planned. But it didn't
affect anything, did it?
I don't think anyone really noticed.
If you had any bride and groom right in front of you, in front of this camera now, or if they were in your room and you were to give them the more soothing piece of advice about their wedding planning, what would it be?
The reason we managed, I think, to get such good suppliers was doing it early. So don't kind of wait and then kick yourself because you can't get the supply you wanted because you've left it too late. So I think we felt like there was a big lull because maybe 18 months or 2 years, however long it was, from booking suppliers and paying deposits, it was kind of a big lull until everything starts like really ramping up towards the wedding. But I think to have the peace of mind and have that all in place was key, I think.
Yeah. It's easy to say when you're out the other side, don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Because I really did. And the night before, I could not get to sleep. And everything was sort of running through my mind because I ran everything through in a timeline order over and over again. I knew exactly where everyone should be at every single moment. But once it actually comes, you don't think, right, I must relax and enjoy it. You just start relaxing and enjoying it. And it's all going to be all right would be the most soothing thing I could say to anyone. It will come, the day will come, and it will go off without a hitch. And if there's little bits, no one notices because they don't know what it was meant to be. They just think this is how it's meant to be.
What are you doing with your evenings now you're not planning a wedding?
We've been watching lots of telly.
Yeah, I'm working out how we're going to pay the wedding debt for the next 20 years. That's what it is.